unbroken. By and by, Lord, by and by, there's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day when I saw the hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken? By and by, Lord, by and by, there's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I went back home. Home was lonely, for my mother, she was gone. All my family, they were crying, feeling sad and all alone. Will the circle be unbroken? By and by, Lord, by and by, there's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Undertaker, Undertaker, won't you please drive real slow for that lady you are holding? Lord, I hate to see her go.
On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross, where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. And I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange its to that old rugged cross. I will ever be true, its shame and reproach gladly bear. Then he'll call me someday to my home far away, where his glory forever I'll share. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. Yeah, I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. Yeah, I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. Thank you.
A farmer and a teacher, a hooker and a preacher, riding on a midnight bus bound for Mexico. One was headed for vacation, one for higher education, and two of them were searching for lost souls. That driver never ever saw the stop sign, and 18-wheelers can't stop on a dime. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, heaven only knows. I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go.
Well, that farmer left a harvest, a home and 80 acres, and faith and love for growing things in his young son's heart. And that teacher left her wisdom in the minds of lots of children, and did her best to give them all a better start. And that preacher whispered, "Can't you see the promised land?" as he laid his blood-stained Bible in that hooker's hand.
There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, heaven only knows. I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. That's a story that our preacher told last Sunday as he held that blood-stained Bible up for all of us to see. He said, "Bless the farmer and the teacher and the preacher who gave this Bible to my mama, who read it to me."
There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, now I guess we know. It's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go.
There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway.
Just the other night, at a hometown football game, my wife and I ran into my old high school flame. And as I introduced them, the past came back to me, and I couldn't help but think of the way things used to be. And she was the one that I'd wanted for all time, and each night I'd spend praying that God would make her mine. And if he'd only grant me this wish I wished back then, I'd never ask for anything again. Sometimes I thank God for unanswered prayers. Remember when you're talking to the man upstairs, and just because he doesn't answer, it doesn't mean he don't care. 'Cause some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers.
There ain't nothing that can't be done by me and God. Ain't nobody gonna come between me and God. One day we'll live together where the angels trod. Me and God. Everybody clap your hands. Early in the morning talking it over, me and God. Late at night talking it over, me and God. You could say we're like two peas in a pod, me and God. He's my Father, He's my friend, the beginning and the end. He rules the world with the staff and the rod. We're a team, me and God. I am weak and thou art strong, me and God. He forgives me when I'm wrong, me and God. He's the one I lean on when life gets hard, me and God. He's my Father, He's my friend, the beginning and the end. He rules the world with the staff and the rod. We're a team, me and God. He rules the world with the staff and the rod. We're a team, me and God. We're a team, me and God.
On the wings of a snow-white dove, He sends His pure, sweet love, a sign from above. On the wings of a dove, when troubles surround us, when evils come, the body grows weak, the spirit grows numb. When these things be said, doesn't forget us. He sends down His love on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow-white dove. He sends His pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove, When Noah had drifted on the flood many days, he searched for land in various ways. Troubles he had some, but wasn't forgotten. God sent down His love on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow-white dove. He sends His pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a dove. Jesus went down to the waters that day. He was baptized in the usual way. When it was done, God blessed His Son. He sent down His love, on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow-white dove. He sends His pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow-white dove. He sends His pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a dove, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a dove.
I know your life on earth was trouble, and only you could know the pain. You weren't afraid to face the devil. You were no stranger to the rain. Go rest high on that mountain, sun on earth is done. Go to heaven and shout love for the Father and the Son. Oh, how we cried the day you left us. We gathered round your grave to grieve. Wish I could see angels' faces when they hear your sweet voice sing. Go rest high on that mountain, sun your work on earth is done.
Lord, what have I ever done to deserve even one of the blessings I've known? Why me, Lord? What did I ever do that was worth love from you and the kindness you've shown? Lord, help me, Jesus, I've wasted it, so help me, Jesus, I know what I am. Now that I know that I've needed you, so help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hands. Try me, Lord, if you think there's a way that I can repay what I've taken from you. Maybe, Lord, I could show someone else what I've been through myself on my way back to you. Lord, help me, Jesus, I've wasted it, so help me, Jesus, I know what I am. Now that I know that I've needed you, so help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hands. Jesus, my soul's in your hands.
souls that are lost and blind. Rails of sin, only evil remains. Watch out, brother, for that long black train. Look to the heavens, you can look to the sky. You can find redemption staring back into your eyes. There is protection and there's peace the same. Burn in your ticket for that long black train. And you know there's victory in the Lord, I say. A victory in the Lord. I cling to the Father and His holy name, and don't go riding on that long black train. Sounds so good, but I must stay away. That train is a beauty, making everybody stare. But its only destination is the middle of nowhere. And you know there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father in His holy name, and don't go riding on that long black train.
Cling to the Father in His holy name, and don't go riding on that long black train.
Old man Wrigley lived in that White House down the street where I grew up. Mama used to send me over with things. We struck a friendship up, spent a few long summers out on his old porch swing. Said he was in the war, went in the Navy, lost his wife, lost his baby. Broke down and asked him one time, how you keep from going crazy? He said, I'll see my son and wife in just a little while. I asked him what he meant. Looked at me and smiled, said, I raise my hand, bow my head, finding more and more truth in the words written in red. They tell me that there's more to life than just what I could see. Oh,
phone one night, all caught up on the gossip. The ins and outs of the small town life. She said, oh, by the way, son, old man Ray has died. Later on that night, I laid there thinking back. Thought about a couple long lost summers. I didn't know whether to cry or laugh. If there was ever anybody deserved to take it to the other side, it'd be that sweet old man who looked me in the eye, said I raise my hands, bow my head, finding more and more truth in the words written in red. They tell me that there's more to life than just what I can see. I can't read the book, the chapter, verse. You can't tell me it all ends in a slow ride in a hearse. You know I'm more and more convinced the longer that I live. Yeah, this can't be, no, this can't be, no, this can't be all there is. Lord, I raise my I believe.
She was driving last Friday on her way to Cincinnati on a snow-white Christmas Eve, going home to see her mama and her daddy with the baby in the back seat. 50 miles to go when she was running low on faith and gasoline. It'd been a long, hard year. She had a lot on her mind and she didn't pay attention. She was going way too fast. And before she knew it, she was spinning on a thin black sheet of glass. She saw both their lives flash before her eyes. She didn't even have time to cry. She was so scared. She threw her hands up in the air. And Jesus, take the wheel, take it from my hands, 'cause I can't do this on my own. I'm letting go, so give me one more chance and save me from this road I'm on. Jesus, take the wheel. It was still getting colder when she made it to the shoulder and the car came to a stop. She cried when she saw that baby in the backseat sleeping like a rock. And for the first time in a long time, she bowed her head to pray. She said, I'm sorry for the way I've been living my life. I know I've got to change. So from now on tonight. And Jesus, take the wheel, take it from my hands, 'cause I can't do this on my own. I'm letting go, so give me one more chance and save me from this road I'm on. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Oh, I'm letting go, so give me one more chance and save me from this road I'm on. From this road I'm on. Jesus, take the wheel. Oh, take it from me.
A farmer and a teacher, a hooker and a preacher, riding on a midnight bus bound for Mexico. One was headed for vacation, one for higher education, and two of them were searching for a lost soul. And that driver never ever saw a stop sign, and 18-wheelers can't stop on a dime. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, heaven only knows. I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. And that farmer left a harvest, a home and 80 acres, the faith and love of growing things in his young son's heart. And that teacher left her wisdom in the minds of lots of children, and did her best to give them all a better start. And that preacher said, can't you see the promised land? As he laid that bloodstained Bible in that hooker's hand. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, heaven only knows. I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. And that's the story that our preacher told last Sunday, as he held that bloodstained Bible up for all of us to see. He said, bless the farmer and the teacher and the preacher who gave this Bible to my mama, who read it to me. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, now I guess we know. It's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway.
And I set out on a narrow way many years ago, hoping I would find true love along the broken road. But I got lost a time or two. I wiped my brow but kept pushing through. Couldn't see how every sign pointed straight to you. Every long lost stream led me to where you are. And others who broke my heart, they were like northern stars, pointing me on my way into your loving arms. This much I know is true, and that God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. Oh, yes, He did. Well, I think about the years I spent just passing through. Well, I'd like to have the time of the lost, give it back to you. But you just smile and take my hand. Oh, you've been there, you understand. It's all part of a grander plan that is coming true. And every long lost stream led me to where you are. And others who broke my heart, and they were like northern stars, pointing me on my way into your loving arms. This much I know is true, and that God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. Now I'm just rolling home into my lover's arms. This much I know is true, and that God bless the broken road that led me straight to you, and that God bless the broken
One day shy of 8 years old, when Grandma passed away, I was a broken-hearted little boy, blowing out that birthday cake. How I cried when the sky let go with the cold and lonesome rain. Mama smiled, said, "Don't be sad, child, 'cause Grandma's watching you today. 'Cause there's holes in the floor of heaven, and her tears are pouring down. That's how you know she's watching, wishing she could be here now. And sometimes if you're lonely, just remember she can see. There's holes in the floor of heaven, and she's watching over you and me. Well, seasons come and seasons go, nothing stays the same. I grew up, fell in love, met a girl who took my name. Year by year, we made a life in the sleepy little town. I thought we'd grow old together. Lord, I sure do miss her now. But there's holes in the floor of heaven, and her tears are pouring down. That's how I know she's watching, wishing she could be here now. And sometimes when I'm lonely, I remember she can see. There's holes in the floor of heaven, and she's watching over you and me. Well, my little girl is 23. I walk her down the aisle. It's a shame her mom can't be here now to see her lovely smile. They throw the rice, I catch her eye as the rain starts coming down. She takes my hand, says, "Daddy, don't be sad, 'cause I know Mama's watching now." And there's holes in the floor of heaven, and her tears are pouring down. That's how you know she's watching, wishing she could be here now. And sometimes when I'm lonely, I remember she can see. Yes, there's holes in the floor of heaven, and she's watching over you and me. She's watching over you and me. She's watching over you and me. Watching over you and me. Watching over you and me.
I was looking for proof. Is love just a legend? I wanna know the truth. Well, I knew I'd found the answer when I looked into your eyes. Baby, you're not from this planet. You're an angel in disguise. Angels among us, well, I'm married to one. Light of my world, bright as the sun. Hell or high water, you're right by my side. Into the unknown, you're ready to ride. Over the rainbow, when the life we built was burning and our dreams gone up in smoke. Well, you never stopped believing, you never gave up hope. Angels among us, well, I'm married to one. You light up my world, bright as the sun. Yeah, hell or high water, you're right by my side. Into the unknown, ready to ride over the rainbow or under the gun. Angels among us, well, I'm married to one. I know it took a while, but I can finally see. Yeah, you made me a believer when you believed in me. Angels among us, I'm married to one. You light up my world, bright as the sun. God gave you wings so you could fly. So follow your dreams, go reach for the sky. A beautiful story is only begun. Angels among us, I'm married to one.
Just walked down the street to the coffee shop. Had to take a break. I'd been by her side for 18 hours straight. Saw a flower growing in the middle of the sidewalk, pushing up through the concrete like it was planted right there for me to see. The flashing lights, the honking horns all seem to fade away in the shadow of that hospital at 508. I saw God today. I've been to church, I've read the book, I know He's here, but I don't look near as often as I should. Yeah, I know I should. His fingerprints are everywhere. I just slow down to stop and stare. Open my eyes and man, I swear I saw God today. Saw a couple walking by, they were holding hands. Man, she had that glow. Yeah, I couldn't help but notice she was starting to show. Stood there for a minute, taking in the sky, lost in that sunset. A splash of amber melted into shades of red. I've been to church, I've read the book, I know He's here, but I don't look near as often as I should. Yeah, I know I should. His fingerprints are everywhere. I just slow down to stop and stare. Open my eyes and man, I swear I saw God today. Got my face pressed up against the nursery glass. She's sleeping like a rock. My name on her wrist, wearing tiny pink socks. She's got my nose, she's got her mama's eyes. My brand new baby girl, she's a miracle. I saw God today. There's a family Bible on the table. Its pages worn and hard to read, but the family Bible on the table will ever be my key to memories. At the end of day, when work was over, and when the evening meal was done, Dad would read to us from the family Bible, and we'd count our many blessings one by one. I can see us sitting round the table, reading from the family Bible Dad would read, and I can hear my mother softly singing, Rock of Ages, Rock of Ages. Now this old world of ours is filled with trouble, but this old world would also better be if we'd find more Bibles on the table and mothers singing Rock of Ages left for me. And I can see us sitting round the table, waiting from the family Bible Dad would read, and I can hear my mother softly singing, Rock of Ages, Rock of Ages left for me. Rock of Ages, Rock of Ages left for me.
He said, I've been where you've been before, down every hallway, slamming door. No way out, no one to come and save you, wasting the life that the good Lord gave you. There's somebody said what I'm saying to you. Open my eyes, they told me the truth. They said, just a little faith in a long game. Better so follow that preacher man down to the river, and now I'm changed. And now I'm stronger. There must have been something in the didn't think about it for a couple of days. Then it hit me like lightning late one night. I was all out of hope and all out of fight. Couldn't fight back the tears, so I fell on my knees, saying, God, if you're there, come and rescue me. Fell pouring down from the clouds, and washing the water, washing the blood, and now I'm changed. And now I'm stronger.
promises are lost and hopes are shattered. The old are forgotten and our children are forsaken. In this world we're living in, is there anything sacred? There's a better place where my Father waits, and every tear, Lord, He'll wipe away. Darkness will be gone, we shall be strong. Hold on to your faith. There will come a day, come on. There will come a day. There will come a day. There will come a day. Come on. There will come a confused. I know I heard you loud and clear, so I followed through. Somehow I ended up here. I don't wanna think, I may never understand that my broken heart is a part of your plan. When I try to pray, all I got is hurt and these 4 words. Thy will be done, thy will be done, thy will be done. I know you're good, but this don't feel good right now. And I know you think of things I could never think about. It's hard to count it all joy, distracted by the noise, just trying to make sense of all your promises. Sometimes I gotta to stop. Remember that you're God and I am not. So thy will be done. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. Like a child on my knees, all that comes to me is thy will be done. Thy will be done. Thy will. I know you see me. I know you hear me, Lord. Your plans are for me. Goodness you have in store. I know you hear me. I know you see me, Lord. Your plans are for me. Goodness you have in store. So thy will be done. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. Like a child on my knees, all that comes to me is thy will be done. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. I know you see me. I know you hear me, Lord.
It's just a piece of paper. It says in God we trust. A little sure felt good, and a lot was not enough. And everybody loved me when I was on the road, and I thought I had everything when I held the gold. You're not my God, and you're not my friend, and you're not the one that I will walk with in the end. And you're not the truth, you're a temporary shout, and you ruin people's lives, and you don't give a second thought. You're not my God. Little white lies on the mirror, cut neatly in a row. Medicine that kept me from looking in my soul. I thought you were the answer to all of my despair, and you almost had me 6 feet down.
but I'm still breathing air. Oh, 'cause you're not my God, and you're not my friend. You're not the one that I will walk with in the end. You're not the truth, you're a temporary shot. You ruin people's lives and you don't give a second thought. You're not my God. Oh, 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 oh. From the cradle to the grave, temptations all around. But no matter how good the fix, it's gonna take it down. Some call it a weakness, some call it a sin, but it's all the same, and behind each game I see your evil grin. You're not my God, that I will walk with in the end. You're not the truth, you're a temporary shot. You ruin people's lives and you don't give a second thought. Oh, you're not my God, you're not my friend. You're not the one that I will walk with in the end. The truth, you're a temporary shot, and you ruin people's lives, and you don't give a second thought. You're not my God, you're not my God. Oh, 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 you're not my God. Not my God. Not my God.
Took a young girl to church, never spoke of his name, never read her his word. Two non-believers walking lost in this world, took a baby with them. What a sad little girl. Her daddy drank all day and mommy did drugs, never wanted to play or give kisses and hugs. She'd watch the TV and sit there on the couch while her mom fell asleep and her daddy went out. And the drinking and the fighting just got worse every night. Behind their couch she'd be hiding. Oh, what a sad little life. And like it always does, the bad just got worse with every slap and every curse, until her daddy in drunk rage one night used a gun on her mom and then took his life. And some people the city, took the girl far away to a new mom and a new dad. Kisses and hugs every day. First day of Sunday school, the teacher walked in, and a small little girl stared at a picture of him. She said, I know that man up there on that cross. I don't know his name, but I know he got off. 'Cause he was there in my old house, held me close to his side as I hid there behind our couch the night that my parents died.
Every day the world gets a little bit harder now, and every night I try to ease the pain, and all the time I try to get a little bit further now, through the wind and the rain. Every day the world gets a little more broken up. Sometimes the darkness drowns the light, but only by your grace I'm so happy I've woken up. Now I praise your name. 'Cause you never let me down, you turned me around, showing me the truth. I was lost but now I'm found. Help me change my ways. Now all of my days I praise your name. I praise your name. Now I live for you. Now I know what to do. Living by your word. Now my gray skies are blue. I can see the light. I am living my best. 'Cause I know I am blessed. I am blessed. Oh, with you in my life, I'm a little bit wiser now. Speaking to my heart to guide my way. You help me pass the word, so I lift your name higher now. Showing me your goodness every day. 'Cause you never let me down, you turn me around, showing me the truth. I was lost but now I'm found. Help me change my ways. Now all of my days I praise your name. Now I live for you. Now I know what to do. Living by your word. Now my gray skies are blue. I can see the light. I am living my best. 'Cause I know I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. 'Cause you never let me down. You turn me around, showing me the truth. I was lost but now I'm found. Help me change my ways. Now all of my days I praise your name. Now I live for you. Now I know what to do. Living by your word. Now my gray skies are blue. I can see the light. I am living my best. never let me down. You turned me around, showing me the truth. I was lost but now I'm found. Help me change my ways. Now all of my days I praise your name. Now I live for you. Now I know what to do. Living by your word. Now my gray skies are blue. I can see the light. I am living my best, 'cause I know I am blessed.
On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross where the dearest stand best for a world of lost sinners was slain. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown.
To the old rugged cross I will ever be true. Its shame and reproach gladly bear. And you'll call me someday to that home far away, where his glory forever I'll cherish.
Sing it with us, choir.
So I cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down.
Everybody sing. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.